I love Christmas. There's some great things about Christmas, but there's also some bad things about them. Do you know what they are? Check out the awesome tree in the background. Christmas is so awesome because I love getting together with family. I love getting together with friends. I love Christmas trees. I love decorations. I love presents. I love getting the house decorated. I love the smells. I love everybody just pretty much being in a great mood. They're all excited to see everybody on social media. You get the Christmas cards. You talk to people you hadn't talked to in forever. And it just seems like it's this great, joyous, wonderful event. And it is. There's a lot of phenomenal things about Christmas in the holiday season. But there's also some bad signs and bad things that actually take place. Let me show you this. I love this in the background. Check out the star. But there's also some things about Christmas that aren't so great. And I'm going to read you a story in a minute too. But here's kind of some of the things about Christmas that sometimes we don't talk about. We don't want to really acknowledge and admit. There's also some sad things about Christmas. A lot of times people are celebrating Christmas for the very first time, and they've got a loved one in their family that's passed away in the last year, and it's the first Christmas they're going to have. Or maybe it's 5 years ago, their mom passed away, their husband passed away, a child, somebody in the family. We had two folks in our community pass away just recently, a 39-year staple in our community, and then a high school student. Christmas is a time that a lot of folks that may be alone. Suicide rates are high, and this, once again, I know this is kind of a dark side, but it's a reality that there's a lot of people out there that are alone on Christmas, that are sad, they're depressed. Sometimes it's just not a good season for a lot of folks. I've had folks call me, and I try to reach out to friends that are alone or have some bad times going on, just to reach out and say, hey man, I know that Christmas is normally a joyous celebration, but for you, I know some things aren't going great. How are you doing? And once again, there's great things happening, but sometimes they're not, and it's going to be a very, very sad time, and an empty time as well. So here's what I want you to know. You are loved, you are important, you matter, and we were not designed to be to do life alone. And what's Christmas about? And I joke about this, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, Happy Tree Huggers, Happy whatever it is you worship. Or actually, what about something that you don't worship? That's totally up to you, and I don't really care. It's your own personal belief where you stand. But for me, I want to say, Merry Christmas to you. And people ask, Alan, what does Christmas mean to you? Is it the presents? Is getting together? Is it the food? It's not. It's something different. So if you want to take just a second, I'm going to read you a story, and I hope it means something to you. So I'm going to flip my light on because I can't see that well. And I have this memorized, but I'm doing this because I think it's kind of special to actually do it this way. What's Christmas all about, Charlie Brown? Here you go. And an angel of the Lord suddenly stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terribly frightened. And the angel said to them, do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of a great joy, which will be for all the people. For in the city of David, there's been born for you a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. It is for me. So as I kind of wrap this up, and yeah, it's cold out, and it's one of those things sometimes people don't want to actually think about. They only think about the great things. And Christmas is a wonderful celebration time. But it's also a time that there's sometimes some sadness going on, and we felt it in our community today. So I just wanted to reach out and say, you matter, you're important, you're special. Don't do life alone. Don't do this season alone. Don't spend the day alone. If you need to call me, call me. If you need somebody else in your family or community, or if you know of somebody that you may think just for a slight moment that I wonder how they're doing, pick up the phone, take just a second, give them a phone call, and tell them that you love them. So for me and my family, I wanted to tell you that I hope you have a Merry Christmas. See you soon.